In another video we showed you how to add social networking icons to your blog posts and pages. What we're going to do now is we're going to get more specific and look at Twitter, and also how to show your latest tweets from your own Twitter stream in your sidebar, or perhaps in your website footer. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to the dashboard, and I'm going to scroll down to plugins, and I'm going to click add new, and in the search box I'm going to search for Twitter. There's a huge number of different plugins available. The one I'm going to pick is the very first one, which is Twitter Goodies. I'm going to click install now. That's installed, so now I'm going to activate the plugin. So now that's activated, what I need to do now is I need to scroll down the dashboard again to the very bottom of the settings section and click on Twitter Goodies. So in the Twitter Goodies settings, there's a couple of different options. The first one here is the tweet button. What this does is this gives us a number and a button. And the button, if you click on that button when you're on a live site, we'll see a demo of that in a minute, it allows you to tweet about whatever that blog post or page is. So it allows your site's visitors to share your pages and your blog posts with their followers. And the number then is the number of times that your site's visitors have actually done so. So you can see if one of your pages is very popular, it's been tweeted about a lot. These options here allow you to pick one of the different buttons. For example, in the button style, there's some what's called CSS code here. You should leave this alone if you don't know how to edit CSS. We might cover that in a further video, but it's a bit more advanced for this video right now. The Twitter username, what you can do is if you add your Twitter username in here, when they tweet your page, it will acknowledge or attribute that tweet to your username. So I'm going to put in my own personal Twitter username, which is amcdermott, and you'll see what that will do when I actually update the options. So I'm going to update options here and go back out and refresh the page. So you see the tweet button here. So if your site visitor clicks on that, this brings up a window for them. If they're already signed into Twitter, they'll see this window. If they haven't signed in, it'll give them an option to sign in. And then what they can do is they can actually tweet about your blog post by just clicking on the tweet button. You can see also what it adds here is it adds the title of the blog post. It adds a link to it, which has been shortened using the t.co Twitter shortener, and you can find out more information on this link. And then finally it's got via, and it's got the username that we entered in the settings. So for example, if I'd set that as Website Doctor in the settings, this is what would now appear. So what you can do then is the visitors to the site can then tweet. So now you can see that the tweet button is now updated with the count of 1 because this page has now been tweeted once. So that's how you can set up the tweet button. The next thing I'm going to look at here is the profile widget. And what this does is this actually lists all of your latest tweets, and it allows you to customize the look and feel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to quickly customize this. So I'm going to set the Twitter username here to Website Doctor. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this. Now I need to go into widgets, because I've given it the settings to use, but I haven't actually told it where to display on the website yet. So what I want to do in the widgets is I'm going to put it in the primary widget area. So I'm going to find the Twitter Goodies profile widget, and I'm going to drag it and drop it into this area here. I'm going to click save, and then go back out and refresh the website. So now you can see the profile appears here now. What you can see is it shows the icon from your Twitter feed, and it also shows the name, and it shows a list of latest tweets. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just customize this a little bit. For example, it's too wide. You can see that it gets cut off here. So I'm going to go into the settings again, and under widget width I'm going to make that 270. I'm going to click update options and then refresh the page. And you can see it's still a little bit too wide. What you can do here is you can just do some trial and error to get it to be the right width. So I'm going to try 170. and then refresh again. And you can see that's now too narrow. What I can do now is I can guess that maybe I can make that 220 and it will fit nicely. And there we go. Okay, so the next thing you can do with this is you can actually customize the color of the text and the links on the background. So you can see here these are here. So I can change the background color, for example, if the site design is more appropriate that it's dark blue. And there you can see the dark blue background. Finally, the title of the widget is currently set to Twitter Goodies, which is the default because that's the plugin name. What we're going to do is I'm going to change that to our latest tweets. And I'm also going to check to hide the Twitter Goodies buy link. So I've clicked update there. I'm going to refresh this page. And you can see our latest tweets is now the title, and the link down the bottom has disappeared. So now it's much cleaner and tidier now. So that's how to add your latest tweets in. There are many other ways, as you could see when you look for Twitter in the plugins search. Many different Twitter plugins. This is just one. The final options, of course, with this one is you can have a search for any search phrase you want. I'll show you a quick demo of this. So let's say your website is about Ferraris. You can do a search for Ferrari on Twitter. You can change the search title. I'm going to leave search caption as blank, and I'm going to make this. I'm going to update these options. So then what we need to do is go into widgets and drag the Twitter Goodies search widget onto the sidebar as well, and click save. So now if we go back to the page and refresh and scroll down, we can now see the search widget that we've added, this widget title and the search title that we set, and you can see that it does a live search of Twitter for every mention of the word Ferrari, which was what we were searching for. And of course you can go in and change the width and the background color like we did before. And we can see now that this is the same color as we have picked above for our latest tweets. So you see, that's how easy you can add your latest tweets from your own Twitter stream or a search for any phrase that you like straight onto your web page using some of the great plugins available on the WordPress plugins website.